resonates with my values of being responsible for nature. It is vital for me to ensure a green and great Mother Earth for all generations. I'm inspired to support the movement because I see the impact it has on individuals all around the world. With my 10 million tree planting project adding more impact to it. Earth Hour is important because it allows us to work towards achieving better resources for nature. Tourism and agriculture are the backbones for Tanzania's economy, and they're also nature-based. So if we don't stop climate change now, these sectors will collapse. I believe in the power of unity and that the climate crisis is a matter of urgency.
I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar.
And we are live again here with GW3. Oh my goodness, it has been a powerful Friday thus far. I hope that you're having a really great day. I'm Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors alongside the GW3 Society. And today we have a special guest. Not only am I so grateful that we had the opportunity, the pleasure of meeting right there in the clubhouse, but you know what? This friend here, man, I just fell in love with this person just because of his leadership, his compassion for women in business, and most importantly, because he's a girl dad as well. We have the fearless leader, the owner, the entrepreneur, the man himself, Mr. Brad M., but Mr. Brad Meck. I'm going to say it. Hold on. Menakasum.
Perfect.
Did I do it good?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yes,
Pleasure
Brad.
to be here. How impressive was that young man at the beginning of the presentation? Wow.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, that was the one and only Miss Sharon Ringo from the incredible Sharon Ringo Foundation. You know, we're planting like 10 million trees with her organization out of Tanzania. And you know, Brad, let me just say this. I am so grateful to have you here. You look incredible. I just want you to know that you look like you're doing something to just keep yourself looking young and vibrant. And we love that. All right.
Oh, we got to do it. We do.
You almost remind me a little bit, guys. Put this in the chat. Who does Brad look like? That's what we want to know. Who does Brad look like? I think you look a little bit like, what's his name? Brian McKnight. No, not Brian. What's his name? Come on. George Michael. That's it. George Michael.
I'll take that every day of the week.
Any day of the week. How are you doing, my friend? How are you?
My darling, I am wonderful. I've had a very, very busy, tumultuous couple of months, which ended in a significant event for me. And I'm very happy to be alive. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be speaking to you. It's a Friday. It's a sunny day. I woke up this morning. I meditated. How bad can life be? So I'm doing wonderful. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You know, it's an honor to have you here and just to hear your voice. You know, we had truly that connection from the clubhouse because that's how we all connected with each other through the voices. And
Correct.
Then lo and behold, we had the Power to Soar Leadership Conference 2 years ago. And who comes through the door? The man himself. And then the last year you came 2 times. And I'm so excited, you know, looking forward to hearing about your goals for 2024 from a personal standpoint alongside with business. But I just want to say thank you for everything that you've been able to pour into women businesses, because I know that is a huge, huge passion for you. And so let's talk about that. How's everything coming along with your business?
Well, thanks, Renee.
Yes.
Zadasi, which is a organizational movement that was established to educate, finance, and connect women entrepreneurs and women in business around the world, has now been in existence for 2 years. Still call us a little startup, but we are getting to the point where in 24 where we're going to be dropping that because the business is really taking off and taking off well. So the business, I founded it, but I've got some very key partners along with me. One being our CEO, Susie Miller, our COO, Michelle Petrovsky, and our CTO, Eric Sumdo. All of us met on Clubhouse as well as other people attached to the organization, brand ambassadors, as well as advisory board members. And really, for me, when I started this, this is a complete legacy business for me. This is something that I want there for the rest of my life, and please God, for the rest of a generational thing. I'm building this. I am building the business, and we're building the business. And it was very simple in the beginning because I've got two daughters and I've got a son. My son is actually 18. He's actually just joined the Israeli Army Air Force, which I'm very proud of. And my daughters, who look after their mom, who's a very successful entrepreneur, want to become entrepreneurs themselves. And I have seen firsthand the struggles that my wife has had due to gender. And if I can change something, I'm not going to even talk about paradigms because I don't talk about paradigms anymore. If I can just move that needle a little bit for one of my daughters, guess what? I can do it for your daughter. And then you can do it for the next daughter and the next daughter. And that's how movements are grown. So if I can do it for mine, I can do it for yours. We're continuing to do it. 24 is going to be a very big year for us in relation to building up the purpose of Zadasi for sure.
Absolutely love it. You know, not only am I grateful that you partnered up with some incredible individuals like Susie Miller, had the pleasure of meeting her, and she's truly a woman on the move. And I love the fact that you've just really aligned yourself with those that really see your vision and want to see that vision go all the way, like they said, through the reality of it. Because sometimes when we start something, let's just be honest, Brad, it doesn't always go the way we plan it. All right. And so
Most of the time it doesn't go.
I'm telling you, it doesn't go the way we planned it. All right.
No.
It just
I suppose I can give a little bit just on that. Because some of it is when I formed a lot of companies. I've had a lot of companies in my life. I've been a serial entrepreneur for a long time. And when I decided to do Zadasi, I made one really clear decision. I said, and a lot of people talk about it, but not a lot of people do it. I said, what do I not want to do? What don't I want to do in this organization? And I wrote a list. And then I went and found the best person that absolutely loves doing just that. And I brought those people in. So we talk about people being in their zone of genius. I literally went and found people that all they want to do is live in their zone of genius. And it's the last thing in the world I want to do. And, I don't micromanage. I allow my team and our founders to do what they need to do because they're the best at what they do. And setting up a business over many, many years, that has really been the difference for us between this business scaling, moving a lot quicker, as well as with a lot more depth of knowledge and understanding and wisdom.
Well, I love that. I absolutely love that because, like you said, sometimes what happens, we have, especially as a solopreneur, we wind up doing way too many things that's needed. And so we are not growing the business. And unfortunately, a lot of people run into that rut and wind up running the business into the ground. However, when you get the right people in place, not only does it allow you to have, I call it checks and balances as well, but it also gives you an opportunity to live, like you said, in your genius lane. And that's powerful within itself. It's amazing to see how much time has gone by, and I say that chuckle because 2018, when we started, it's like, whoa, man, the time has gone by so fast. And I just want to say I'm just grateful for just being able to stay connected to visionaries such as yourself. You
Thank
know,
you. Yeah, thank
not
you. I appreciate that.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Not only is it important you to have that visionary for your business, but let's talk about this because a lot of people don't realize the personal development and also that self-care and self-love. Talk about some of your personal goals, Brad, because as an entrepreneur, people don't think we have personal goals as well, but we have to maintain a safe place in order for us to maintain, that our mindset, So please share.
Absolutely. For me, it starts and finishes with me. If I am good, everybody else is going to be good. So I make sure that I am good first. And it goes back to abundance. So if we want to live in a world of abundance, right? Give away everything you don't need. Everything. Keep everything you do need. And what you will find is that the universe is going to give it back to you in so much more, hundreds times, thousand times more, because of the fact that you gave things away from a genuine place that you don't need it, but others do. And that's been really important. As well as I'm a very routine person. Meditation has been a big part of my life, but scientific based meditation. I'm not one of those that just sit there and meditate. I'm one of those that understand the neurological, what's happening in my mind while I'm meditating. And that's been a big shift for me as well, which I've thoroughly enjoyed. Obviously, exercising and then family and travel, and my other businesses for sure.
I love that. I love the fact of the balance. And I would say this because really, as an entrepreneur, we don't really have balance. We have harmony, right? We just have to find something that's harmonious in our journey, but also taking the time to be with the family. Now, I know you guys have such a beautiful, beautiful family. Like, your beautiful daughters, your son, as well as your wife. Why is it important for you to schedule time with the family? Why is it so important, Brad?
It completely feeds me. It's everything. It's the reasons that Darcy was born. My children. When I say I saw me, it's me first. Don't get me wrong. And I've got a wonderful wife and three wonderful children. But being able to develop another human being that is obviously of your own stock, and being able to give them the lessons of your life that most people don't get, and then be able to see the result of that and be there to be supportive, coach, teach, whatever it happens to be. To me, there's been absolutely nothing better. That's what life for me is about. It's about giving back. So the first people we give back to, the first person I give back to, are my kids. And I'm not talking material. I'm talking values. I'm talking education. And I'm talking opportunity.
Absolutely. I love the fact that you said something that was so eloquent, because, we both of these, we're parenting right now. And as we are really putting our young leaders, meaning our children, in place, they got to see us to set these different examples, right? Being
All
role
right.
models as well, just to our young leaders. But I love the fact that you said the give back, guys. Hashtag Brad said give back more. Okay, give back more for 2024. And I think also, Brad, sometimes we need to start just letting things go, even from materialistic things, like clothes and even shoes. And I would
Uh,
say there's also cars. Let those go as well. Since
Absolutely.
we
It's
both,
like, to me, it's this, Renee.
yes.
And I've been preaching it, but now 24, I've actually started a LinkedIn campaign. Give back, it can have, but you can give something back every single day. You
Mhm.
can turn around and smile at a person in a line at a shopping mall, and that's a give back. You can pay for a person's coffee if you wish to do it. That's a give back. You can go onto LinkedIn, you can read an article, and you can comment on that post and you can repost it so that person gets more eyeballs on it. That's a give back. There are a million different ways in every single day where you can enrich another person's life. You just need to make that personal choice to actually do it.
Not only is it important for us to do that, that's that random kindness of, random acts of kindness having more empathy and compassion. And I'll say this is something that I added extra toppings on my business, really making it more geared towards faith, God and faith. I'm telling you, this year I had to do something that, it's almost like I had to hit the reset button, Brad, but I hit the reset button in order for me to say yes to Renee. And I want you to talk about that piece, how important it is as an entrepreneur, to be able to say, you have to know when to say no to certain things in order for you to say yes to yourself. How important is that?
It's critical, but I haven't given it honestly. And particularly since I moved to the US, I haven't given it anywhere near the amount of importance that it actually is. 2024 is going to be about Bradley Menachem, 100%. And the reason it's going to be about me is that the better I am, the better I can be for others. And people like you, Renee, myself, who are generally empathetic, who are genuine givers, right? Time, money, whatever it is, we get caught in the vacuum very often. And all of a sudden we lose us. And if we lose us and it becomes about everybody else, well, where's Brad? So in 2024, it's here's Brad. I'm going to be doing, talk for a little bit about what I'm going to be doing. But I do know, and I know for a fact, and I know this through my life, that the better I am, the better I am for everybody else. And if my impact is to be better for everybody else, well, then the focus first has to be on me.
Absolutely, guys. Brad, well said, well said. That, not only focusing on what is needed, but also in order for you to build, Brad, and to have the longevity, you got to make sure you have that self-care, self-love, and I call it self-preservation too, because you got to preserve, we have to preserve ourselves. I did something that was pretty cool this year. I shut everything down. I recommitted myself to my daughter, which you have the opportunity of meeting, Jazzy.
She is incredible.
Oh my
I
goodness.
still look at that Snoop Dogg painting.
Oh, I
I've
know,
got to take a
right?
picture
Oh
of
my
it.
God.
Yeah, blows me away. She is so
Yeah.
talented.
She did a wonderful job with the Snoop Dogg painting. And then I did something that I started recommitting myself to my health again. Got back exercising, doing it on a regular base. 5 a.m., Brad. My sweet spot is from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. And we've always been with the Breakfast for Champions, thanks to Mr. Glenn
Yeah.
Lundy. I had to tell Glenn, I have to do this one right here for Renee because I literally had to
Love
do
that.
that. Yes. I love Breakfast for Champions, but I gotta love Renee just a little bit more because if not, we wind up giving so much of ourselves and we don't even realize how much we need to also preserve for ourselves. So I'm glad that
Absolutely.
you did that as well, Brad.
I'll tell you something interesting because I was talking just before to someone. So I enjoy going to the gym. That's my thing. But there's mornings you wake up, Renee, and you just do not want to get out of bed. Horrible morning, right? And I'm just not going to do it. I made a decision that I'm going to get out of bed, I'm going to get dressed in my gym clothes, and I'm going to walk through the door of the gym. And if I need to walk back out, I'll walk straight back out. And it's just the act. It's the act of actual doing. And I don't need to go and train, but I need the act of doing in order to keep me in action for the rest of the day. And that's been quite a powerful change for me.
Well, I'm so proud of you. I want to know one last thing. Travel wise, what are you doing with traveling for 2024? And then I want you to give us some words of wisdom as well. Please share.
Absolutely. So I actually took this current year, I pulled back significantly. I've been in the US, as you know, I've been in the US for 4 years. First couple of years, did a lot of traveling, did a lot of speaking, a lot of keynote. And I really had to sit back and assess because, everything's time and money. And I had to assess the impact I was having as well as what the return on the time was, as well as family and other commitments. And I needed to become more laser focused on what I was doing. I was finding I was splitting myself in too many different directions. And that is an absolute recipe for a disaster. So what I'm doing now that I've sat back and rebuilt and I am laser focused, 24 is going to be a massive year of travel for me, both on a personal as well as a business front. So I do research. I've done a ton of research on not only events that I'd like to speak at, but events certainly that I'm going to go to that I want to get educated on. I've diarized it. I've got this big thing on the wall. It's already up. The dates are there. The dates are booked. It's already committed. And that's 24 for me. I live in Dallas, which I don't love. But so if I can get to travel the world, and thank God I'm in a position where I can, and I can go and learn from different cultures as well as spend time in different cultures. I had a major accident, Renee, on Wednesday, where I walked out of an accident where I shouldn't have. And that just solidified this idea of mine of saying 2024 is the year for me to not only travel, but make some really laser focused decisions about where I'm going and what I'm doing. Have I got you?
Well, not only is it a year for 2024 for travel for you, I'm so grateful that God has been able to spare you for us. Accidents, we don't even realize how impactful these accidents are. I think you and I was bumping cars together because I too had an accident as well. And it's almost like it's a setback, but then it gives you time to reflect as well, Brad. It gives you time to reflect. And I'm saying this, I'm so grateful that I had that car accident. I'm so grateful that I'm getting my car totaled. I'm so grateful.
Isn't it strange? I agree. It's strange, but I agree. Yeah.
Yes, because we have our life. You know what that meant? I didn't need to drive anyway. That's why. Oh my goodness. Well, Brad, 2024, we're going to be traveling. I'm looking forward to that. We got some big surprises that's coming up in January, and we're going to have everybody to sit on their, as they say, sit on the edge or on the ledge. We're looking forward to bringing about a different 2024 with more of the intentions of connecting relationships on a global platform. And I'm looking so forward to not only what you're doing with Sadashi, but also what you're doing with your personal life as well. And I'm just looking forward to us bridging the gaps so therefore we can keep thriving, supporting women businesses alongside with building stronger and bolder relationships.
That's what we're going to be doing.
I'm looking forward. Yes. Well, everybody loves your new look. I'm just letting you know. Everyone loves Brad's new look. Oh my goodness. And I can't wait to get my hug in 2024. Okay.
It's around the corner.
How would you say?
I said it's around the corner.
I know, right? It's like 2 more days. I'm like,
I know.
The time is going by so fast, Brad. It really has. So that's why we're going to make sure we're intentional. We're making our connections now. Watch out for us, guys. 2024, you don't want to miss what's getting ready to take place. And I'm super excited. And thank you so very much for all of the love that you've been able to bring to us thus far.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, guys, there you have it, the man himself. It was an honor to have Brad here to spend quality time with us. And I'm looking forward to seeing what everything will manifest for us for 2024. You don't want to miss the opportunities, guys. So make sure you tune in not only the third Thursday of next month, 5 a.m. We got a major announcement that's coming up, and you don't want to miss that. But guys, I just want to thank you so very much for joining us for this GW3 Live. Again, the man himself, Mr. Brad, one of my dearest brothers that just truly love, right there from the clubhouse into your home today. And I just want to say, continue to keep up the great work. Here it is Friday. We know for sure it's time for you to roll those shoulders back, keep those heads up. Why? It's time for you to become that next game changer. The world needs you. The world needs you to live in your gifts. And we're looking forward to helping you do everything that you were destined to do. Thank you so very much for joining us. We'll see you on the other side of your greatness. Bye for now.
It's such a great honor to be able to raise funds for Living Beyond Breast Cancer organization.
Yes, thank you, Renee, very much for helping us to organize this event. It's for a beautiful cause, and it's always our pleasure to help people.